doing poetry, and I normally don't talk about the books that I'm in, but I figured every time I come here I'm going to bring a different book and read from it. And this is a little book, $6 and this is a proof copy, and it's a different cover even, called Rape, Sexism, Life and Death, and it talks about those things in it. And the interesting thing about it is that some of the poems in this book also have Serbian translations. I'm not going to read them to you in Serbian, I promise, but it was an interesting concept for anything. So the first one I was going to read to you was called Whiteknuckled. The hot air was sticking to her skin, almost pulling, tugging at her very flesh as she stepped outside down the stairs from the train station. Just then a breeze, hot and sticky, hit her in just the wrong way, brushed against her lower neck, and she felt his breath again. Not his breath when he raped her, but his stench. Hot, rank, when he was just close to her. Her breath quickened, like the catch. She was trying to just catch her breath. And she thought of when she tried to catch her breath when she has just stopped crying. All of the emotion is there, not going away. She walked to the bottom of the stairs, railing, white-knuckled by the small, tender hands, and the hands of a child. And that 90-degree breeze suddenly gave her a chill. They say when you get a chill, it means a goose walked over your grave. But she knows better. She knows that it is him walking, and that he trapped that child in that grave. Emotional stuff. This is another one on that same theme. That rape, sexism versus life and death issue, I guess. This is called Women's Very Existence. And it actually starts with a quote from Robert Lamb from 1976 from an essay. Rape is neither a sex crime nor a crime of passion. It is not an isolated, brutal crime against women. It is an attack by men on women's bodies, on women's feelings, on women's very existence. I still have to take showers a lot. I know, every once in a while, no matter how clean I am to the rest of the world, I have to go and take a shower. I lock all the doors, I close the shades, my windows. I put a towel over the bathroom mirror. I then walk and I turn off the water and I turn it on so that it's piping hot, so that steam is billowing out of the bathtub. I finally undress, open the curtain, put my foot in, burn my foot with the water. I wish I could hold my foot there just a little longer. I turn down the water, wait for it to cool down, and then step in. I first put my head under that shower head and just hold it there for a while. Catch my breath. Get the soap. Start scrubbing. I use the soap first, and then I get the bath brush. I scrub off a layer of skin. I know this makes no sense, but I have to keep scrubbing. My skin is red from the heat, from the scrubbing. I know I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not getting it off. It's deep down there. The molecules are embedded deep inside of me, and I have to rip off my skin, pull out my organs before it goes away. But for now, all I can do is take showers. Thank you. Emotional on that one, and I won't read any on that topic any longer. This one is called Burn It In. Once I was at a beach off the west coast of Florida. It was New Year's Eve, and the yellow moon hung over the Gulf, and like it was there like a swaying lantern. And I was just watching the waves crash in front of me with a friend, and the wind picked up, and my friend just stared at that moon for a while, and then he closed his eyes. I asked him what he was thinking. He said, I wanted to look at this scene and memorize it, burn it into my brain, record it in my mind so that I could call it up whenever I wanted to, so I could have it with me always. I too have my recorders. I burn these things into my brain. I burn these things onto pages. I pick and choose what needs to be said, what needs to be recorded. When I first went to college, I was studying to be a computer science engineer. I wanted to make a ton of money. I wanted to beat everyone else, because burned into my brain were the taunts of the kids who were in cliques so that others could do the thinking for them. Because burned into my brain were the evenings of the high school dances that I never went to. Because burned into my brain were all those people I knew I was better than, who thought they were better than me. So, well, yeah, I hated what I was doing, what I saw all around me, but I hated all the pain that people were putting each other through. And all of these memories just kept haunting me. So in my spare time, to keep me sane, to keep me alive, I wrote down the things I could not say. That is what I did to keep together. That is how I recorded things. When I looked around me and I saw friends raping my friends, I wrote, I burned these things onto pages. And yes, I have this recorded. I have all of this recorded. Well, what did you think I was doing when I was stuffing handwritten notes into my pockets or typing long hours in the night? You know, in my spare time, and when I'd be sitting there, all of my friends would be going off to do things, and I would sit in the corner of a cafe scribbling into a notebook. I would be sitting at the computer lab, slamming my hands, my fingers against that keyboard, because there were too many injustices in the world, too many injustices that I had witnessed, and too many people who had wronged me, and I had a lot of work to do. There had to be a record of what you had done. Did you think your crimes would go unpunished? Did you think that you could just come back, slap me on the back with a friendly hello, and think that I wouldn't remember? Well, you see, that's what I have my poems for, so that there'd always be a record of what you had done. Yeah, I have defiled many pages in your honor, you who swung your battle axe high above your head and thought that no one would remember in the end. Well, I made a point to remember. Yes, I have defiled many pages. And have you defiled many women? You who rapes my friends? You who rapes my sisters? You who rapes me? Is that what makes you a strong man? You want to know why I do the things I do? I had to record these things so that there would always be a record, and that is what would keep me together. When people were dying, these writings kept me together. When my friends went off to go war, well, these things kept me together. When my friends were raped and left for dead, well, these writings kept me together. And when no one bothered to notice this, or change this, or care about this, these writings kept me together. I need to record these things to remind myself of where I came from. I need to record these things to remind myself that there are things to value and things to hate. I need to record these things to remind myself that there are things worth fighting for, worth dying for. I need to record these things to remind myself that I am alive. I'm an editor of a literary magazine, CC&D Magazine. And if anybody wanted to submit things, they could.
I do.
Then, Janet Kuypers, if you know how to spell my name, CC&D at scars.tv is it too. But I'm going to read a really, really short poem, because here somebody said that nobody reads love poems. This is what happens when poets write love poems, because this is from CC&D Magazine, and this is called Ever Leave Me. And this is for you. If death ever consumed you, if your soul were ever to leave, if there was something out there insidious enough, evil enough to snuff you out from this earth to force us to go on without you, well, what would I do? As you departed, I would hold you until your heart stopped beating. And then I would hold you tighter until your brain no longer functioned. Because I would want your thinking mind to know that I would hold you fiercely and never let you go.